If you're planning your next outdoor getaway and want to make sure you stay cozy, dry, and well protected under the stars, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into the top 6 best camping tents you can buy this year. From lightweight backpacking tents to roomy family shelters, we've got picks for every type of camper. Whether you're heading out for a weekend hike or a full-blown wilderness expedition, the right tent can make or break your trip. All the links to these tents are in the description below, so you can check out the latest prices and reviews. So stick around as we break down the top-rated tents for durability, weather resistance, and easy setup. Let's get into it. Number 6. Mountain Hardwear Mineral King 3. The Mountain Hardwear Mineral King 3 is ideal for campsites or occasional short backpacking trips. It's also great as a solid backup, sitting in the garage ready to toss into the car with a moment's notice. In our tests, we pitched it in an impressive 4 minutes 30 seconds and improved upon that time as we became familiar with the design. It features an all-mesh build for incredible views, and the fly can be configured in multiple ways, allowing for both scenery and quick protection from the weather at any time. The included footprint adds additional value to this well-constructed tent. The mesh is 40D polyester, the tub floor is 68D ripstop polyester, and the poles are DAC press-fit aluminum. The interior square footage is small, but dual vestibules help to keep everything you don't need for sleeping separate. And while very lightweight, you'll sacrifice headroom in the trade-off. Overall, this tent is small but mighty, and a great addition to any camper's toolbox, depending on your needs. Another lightweight option is the Marmot Tungsten 4. It weighs just a little more and offers the same quality. Number 5. Zempire Evo TMV2 Inflatable Air Tent. The Zempire Evo TMV2 Inflatable Air Tent has made metal or fiberglass poles a thing of the past. With just a few pumps, each of this tent's 4 sturdy air tubes come to life. Yes, we were a little skeptical at first, but after using the air tent several times, we have become totally bought in. This beast is legit. And although its air tube frame does make it unique, it isn't why we fell in love with this tent. Our first crush was its massive interior, followed instantly by its construction quality. Tall is an understatement when describing the air tent's peak ceiling height, 6 feet 11 inches. Likewise, the word rugged doesn't do justice to its incredible durability and weather resistance. This tent was made to be set up for long periods of time, and in our experience, it can handle most anything Mother Nature throws its way. Additionally, it lets in tons of natural light, has an option for 2 private sleeping quarters, and it sports a massive vestibule that you could almost play a game of horseshoe in. For certain, the air tent does have its flaws. First, it packs up very large and it's quite heavy, 53.6 pounds. And if you haven't looked yet, it's also very pricey. Pumping up the air tubes is fun, but the rest of the setup can be time-consuming, a little tedious, and it will require a fair amount of physical labor. It's not impossible, but it isn't a breeze either. Lastly, packing this thing up at the end of camp is a pain in the rear. It's simply massive, heavy, and very challenging to roll into a tight ball. That all said, we still consider it to be one of the best tents we've ever tested, and if you're willing to drop some serious cash, we feel that you'll get what you paid for. Another unique model in our lineup is the already mentioned Gazelle T4 Hub. We loved its out-of-the-box design. On the other hand, the REI Co-op Basecamp 6 makes a great base camp with a more palatable price tag, but it's not as spacious. Number 4. REI Co-op Basecamp 6. Its manufacturer touts the REI Co-op Basecamp 6 as one of its most weatherproof general camping tents ever. And we agree. This 3-season shelter is engineered to do battle with Mother Nature. And in fact, it even has design elements that pay homage to more rugged 4-season tents. Things like full-length pole sleeves, high-end aluminum poles, a low-hanging rainfly, and a large pole-supported vestibule all point toward a more rigorous shelter system that can handle its own against the elements. The Basecamp 6 also has tons of pocket storage, 2 massive doors, and a full array of gear loops. And don't let us get started on its optional REI Co-op Basecamp vehicle connector. This little beauty takes the Basecamp 6 to an entirely different level by connecting nearly any car directly to your camp. Though our gripes are minimal, there are some things we weren't thrilled about. We found setup, especially when you include the vehicle connector, a little cumbersome and time-consuming during testing. And, while it stands well, we don't feel the Basecamp 6 is a true freestanding tent, since it absolutely requires the use of ground stakes to take on its best form. This is particularly vexing if you're desert camping on sand or rock where stakes are useless, and you must find alternative ways to make your tent sturdy. We listed a few other annoyances in our review, like sticky zippers, but overall, this is a superb system, and one of our favorites we tested. If you were drawn to the base camp because you like out-of-the-box designs, check out the Zempire Evo TMV2 inflatable air tent and Gazelle T4 hub. They both offer whole new slants on camping tents. Number 3. MSR Habitude 4. Are you looking for a spacious and high-quality camping tent but don't want a massive setup? The MSR Habitude 4 is a great choice. This stylish tent is not only light 12 pounds and compact, but it's also built with top-of-the-line materials and is both tall 6 feet 1 inch in the middle and spacious 62.4 square feet. On top of that, it features unique touches like a porch light, a large vestibule, and great ventilation. The Habitude 4 has many great attributes, but it's not flawless. Some disadvantages include a single door that requires 2 zippers to open, a light that doesn't include a battery, and an awkward bag. Those minor things aside, this tent outscored all other 4-person tents we tested. Another terrific 4-person tent option is the Marmot Tungsten, which has its own unique features and lightweight build that might be what you're after. Number 2. Coleman Skydome XL8. Boasting nearly 115 square feet of comfy living space, the Coleman Skydome XL8 is a mammoth of a tent. It is most likely the largest we've ever tested, with the 101.5 square foot Coleman Sundome 6 being the second largest in the lineup. For comparison, we love the spacious design and feel it will hit the spot for families or large groups seeking a larger, reliable shelter that won't break the bank. Specifically, the Skydome can comfortably sleep 8 if every camper is dozing upon smaller sleeping pads or foam. If your group is less than 8, our test revealed there's enough room for a whopping 3 queen-sized air mattresses. Along with its real estate, we love this tent's tarp flooring. It's easy to clean and can stand up to the inherent wear and tear that comes along with kids and pets. This tent also features an incredible mesh roof, great vents, storage pockets, an electrical port, and fun string lighting that mounts at the ceiling. There were aspects of the Coleman Skydome XL8 that we didn't like. It's large, bulky, and not that easy to set up. Its size makes it somewhat unstable, so it requires a full arsenal of ground stakes and guy lines to keep it sturdy, especially in the wind. We also think its rainfly is a bit thin, and the overall structure is not as rugged as many of the tents in our lineup. However, for the price, we simply can't deny this 115 square foot monster's incredible value. If you don't quite need such a large shelter, the Kelty Wireless 687 square feet is an affordable tent that sleeps 6, and the Gazelle T4 Hub 61 square feet is an easy-up model that sleeps 4. Number 1. The North Face Wawona 6. Are you a camper with a hobby? Then this is the tent for you. The North Face Wawona 6, a long-standing favorite we've tested, is the perfect base camp for mountain bikers, rock climbers, anglers, hunters, or anyone packing lots of gear that needs to be protected. Why? The vestibule is like a 2-bike garage. The main tent packs an additional 85 square feet, creating a remarkable living space. The Wawona has you covered, and all for a very fair price. All this space does make a few things less straightforward. Setting up the rainfly and garage in the moderate wind isn't as intuitive as it could be. The North Face went with a pin and circle locking mechanism that requires some effort to lock, and because of the height and length of this tent, the guy lines are a requirement unless you enjoy watching your tent sail away into the sunset. That said, once it is up, it is massive, comfortable, and withstood some howling winds and rainy nights in Joshua Tree with ease. With some of the best usable space and an excellent price point, the Wawona has been an award winner year after year with good reason. However, if you're willing to splurge, the Zempire Evo TMV2 inflatable air tent is a very impressive shelter. The Snow Peak Alpha Breeze is another tent worthy of mention for its excellent weather resistance. So, that wraps up our list of the best camping tents. If this video was useful to you, kindly click the thumbs up button. Which one are you going to pick? Describe your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an updates. Everyone who had come this far, I'm hoping to see you in the next video.